What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another video. Today we're at the New York International Auto Show. So today we're going to get some recordings and photos of cars. There's also the Jeep off-road section where they're going to take you on a trail. It's been the same thing that they do in Philadelphia. I got Carl's Bad Cars here with me. So we're going to go check out everything. We're going to be going through a different entrance today. So we're going to see what else they have in store for us. Right over here is a Ford tent. So I don't know what they have in there, but we're going to find out. I got my new mic today, so we're going to see how the recording comes out. But we're going to head in right now, go through security, get our bags checked, and then we're going to go check out some more cars. All right, stay tuned, and here we go.
Let's go.
The Scat Pack Jeep. My goodness. Army colored green. All right, guys, we are inside the building. So we're going to take a look at some of these Subaru that they have here. They got a couple of EJs. So this one, 2015. Got the S209. Apparently there's only 209 of them. So we're going to check out a couple of these cars just by taking a couple of photos of them and or videos. So 209. This one's 114 of 209. So price when new is 63. Apparently rumor is that these are going for 200K now, I've heard, but that's word of mouth. I can't back it up. Excuse me. So yes, this is just a regular launch edition. What? Which one? All right. Price when new, not even available. Test mule. That's pretty cool. So I won't lie. That's definitely cool. That is very cool. So they got a couple of the other cars, but the ones that were over there, the 2004 one that I have a picture of, that one is the traditional blue with the gold or bronze-ish wheels. So those ones look mint. But we're going to go to the downstairs area. We're going to check out the EV section now. And let's go find out. Yeah.
Remember when his car was here last year?
Vaguely. All right, but as it says, the EV track downstairs. We're going to go head to it now. So we got some BMWs over here. There's an M3 right here. We got the Ford Escort. Looks to be the RS edition. It's really clean. We got a Fiat over here. There's an R34 over here somewhere. We got a bunch of E30s right over there. They were very clean. They're over budget. That's what one of the plates said, but it's kind of funny. There's the R34. That's okay. That's okay. So there's the R34 right there. It's in the distance. Nice clean shot of that. Yeah, there's a couple BMWs over there, as you can see. A couple of M3s. So we're going to check out some more. And then we're going to go to the EV track section. And yeah, we're going to enjoy ourselves over here. and then we're going to head upstairs and go check out more cars.
I let you go like 3 times. Sorry. Okay. Can you start that over?
Sure. I didn't even catch anything. I had to start it.
All right. 2025 Jeep Wagoneer S. We have 600 horsepower and 619 pound-feet of torque.
What?
So when that Volkswagen is all the way gone and you can't see it anymore, count down 3, 2, 1. Start your countdown.
3, 2,
1.
Oh my! What?
Oh my gosh. This is fast.
That's why we waited. That's why we waited for the white one.
No. So we've got 300 miles of range, and you can charge from 20 to 80%, and about 23 minutes on a DC fast charger. This is the quickest Jeep.
Now, is there a Wagoneer and a Wagoneer S, or?
Not at this time.
Okay.
This is the only all-electric Wagoneer
Okay.
that is an S.
Okay.
And of course, we've got the gas power that seats 7 or 8.
Right.
How you doing back there, miss? That was a fantastic countdown. It made us really fast. Of course, it was only 25 miles an hour.
Holy mackerels. This is crazy. That is an insane feeling.
I know, it's Instatorque. It's really great. So when we're going to exit everybody out on the right, there's a little button under your handle. That's
Well,
shaped
it
like
is
a
an
nipple.
insane feeling. That is exactly what she said.
And there'll be a checkout table. You'll just exit where those orange pillars.
It's electric vehicles.
Right.
Instant torque. Second part we'll do will be agility. Be sure
Right.
that it's very nimble on the back end of the course.
Right.
Third, we'll do some rumble strips. Suspension. Without a good suspension, you can't put it together.
Right.
Fourth, we'll do the body roll. Think of weight transfer. If you have too much body roll, that could slide you out, roll you over, and crash you. Sounds great, too bad it's a commuter.
Fake.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Of course. But it's still fun. They're all fun vehicles. But don't forget, you're going to muscle car. That's why they have to have the sound, because you're bringing muscle car enthusiasts back to that. Otherwise, you lose them.
Okay. Hold on.
So now let's get some agility here. So now let's focus on autocross.
It's smaller than the Jeep. Whoa, this is smaller than the Jeep.
Why is everyone missing the rumble strips? Are they hiding maybe a flaw in their system?
Could be.
Smaller than the Jeep.
More fun. More enjoyable.
So this part here is weight transfer. So think of an emergency lane change on the freeway, okay?
I'm falling in the wall.
If you're on the freeway and all of a sudden you have to change lanes fast, that's high speed, right? All that weight transfers to one tire usually. That tire can pop, blow out, roll over, or fishtail the car.
Yep.
There we go, guys. Power, very good day.
And you
So
said
torque, we get to-
379,
Horsepower, correct.
and then 5 16 foot-pound torque.
Uh-huh. 5,800-pound vehicle.
5,800 pounds? Holy mackerel.
But it's going to feel like a little two-door sports car, okay?
I know, I just said holy mackerel. I blame him. My friend's been saying holy mackerel the entire last 2 days, and it's stuck in my brain.
A friend of mine's been doing whatchamacallit. Remember the candy bars?
Yeah.
And for some reason, I was on the phone the other day, and she's like, "What's this word you're using?" My girlfriend said that to me.
All right, you gonna do the countdown?
3, 2, 1, go!
Whoa!
So there's your torque, okay?
Wow.
Now we're gonna do agility, okay?
Wow.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
As you can see, you don't expect it though from a large 3-row SUV, right?
Right.
He's up, right.
I lost my sunglasses. That's how fast we went.
But you can also do the suspension. Nice luxurious ride.
Yep.
Next part, weight transfer. Remember, we are SUVs, so we're top heavy, we think, right?
Right.
So think about weight transfer and body roll right now.
Right.
So rotate around the cones.
Oh my god.
Rotate. Nice and balanced the whole time.
And this is which vehicle? The
EV9,
EV9.
all-wheel drive, GT line, trim level.
Okay. And the other one, the sedan, the car was
an
EV6.
Correct.
Okay.
All-wheel drive as well.
Okay.
And GT line trim level as well.
Wow.
For that one, the higher level would be the GT.
Right.
And the fluorescent green calipers would give it away as a GT.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's because my daughter's sitting there.
Alright, let's go see if we can catch up to him, shall we?
Let a rip, tater chip.
Yeah, let's go.
What? Holy mackerel! Whoa! That's it?
No, we're going again.
Oh, hells yeah!
And then this time, guys, I'm going to turn on a fake sound. When I accelerate, touch the door. They put a shaker in here so it feels like the engine's running. And there's no engine!
What?
What do you think? Not too shabby, right?
That was
0 to 60, guys?
We will find out. 6:41, 2.7 seconds, 0 to 60.
Was not expecting that. That was crazy. That was wild.
And 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. God, so cool.
Would you rather have mercy?
This is a sick G80. Potentially 1,200 horsepower, 1,000 torque. What's it called again? The Revolta. This car is so sharp. And here we have the GR Corolla. We have our special race car driver in the car. I've not driven one yet, but eventually I will get one. This is the last hurrah, the Supra. Comes in a manual. This is the Jetta GLI. So we saw this in Philadelphia, but this now has the pricing breakdown. 2535 City Highway. There's your price. Very sharp. It looks better than the last rendition. And over here we got the Golf R. Very bland engine bay. I like how the emblem is lit. There's the subtle R. What's up? Closing door. The badging is very subtle. It's very subtle. What? Too late. Touched paint. Yeah.
There's a repair right here.
Very cool interior. All right, we're catching up to the Ford section here at the auto show. So we're going to check out and see what they got. And if you can already notice, they got the GTD Special Edition right there. So we're going to check out what Ford has over here at the show. Looks to be the Expedition, the Lightning, F-150. They've got the Maverick. They got a couple of Mustangs, a couple of the trucks, the Mach E's over here, and the new Explorer. So we're going to check out some of these cars right now and probably take a look over here at the GTD Special Edition. So we got the GTD here, the Special Edition, unique hood vents and coloring. All right, so right here we got the Mach E. Starting MSRP is $43. Doesn't look to be like any special edition here, but looks to be the all-wheel drive, the Mach E4. So that's usually the designation with the four-wheel drive. All right, relax. Cool, look at that. Turn down the volume. Rotate it. There you go. See, now you know how to do it. I'll look at it in a second. I think that's how you choose the color, though.
Choose the color of what?
The screen and certain options that you could see. That's why it's selected on gray. Now, to get out of the Mach E, you pull the lever towards yourself. Push the button to open. To get out, the lever. We got the Mach E Rally Edition here with our special driver, starting at about 53. You got the frunk in the front. Pretty sharp. very sharp. You can walk. Don't worry about it. But it's pretty sharp. Don't know if it's actually quick, fast, anything. Don't have any info on it, but definitely some cool sharp cues on it. Like the rear spoiler. So here's the rear spoiler up close. I would say that same. I would definitely say that it's overpriced, but it is. It's just a different trim that's overpriced. I really don't know if they're actually making any money off of it. That's pretty cool.
I don't know what that is. That's cool.
But the Mach E is an interesting, deviation from their cars and trucks, but it's not bad. Over here we got the RTR edition. So I think this one's a V6. Oh, V6, not even. It's a Turbo 4. My bad. It's pretty sharp, but now I can see it up close and in person. Meaning...
I don't know what those things are.
If you look close, the camera is right where the T and the A are. No. So Turbo 4. Signature wheels. Yeah, they're only Ecoboost and they're only auto. It's a very, very small market for people to buy these. I personally wouldn't, but that's just me unless it was tracked. But it's a very small market for these cars. So, and here we have the ZR1. So this hasn't been released yet, and the only thing you can do is look inside. The package is a unique package where the wheels and the stripes match the color. So, but it is definitely fast. Twin turbo V8 making 1,064 wheel. Some insane amount of numbers on pump gas only. MSRP is looking to start at 184 or so for the convertible, 175 for the coupe. You got really cool colors. So it's very sleek. Much sleeker in person than I was anticipating. We got the motor right over here. Here's the engineering motor behind the car. Here's the specs. It's a 5.5 twin turbo LT7. It's very, very awesome. Over here we are at the Subaru section. So they got the Impreza over there, Crosstrek, probably the Outback or Forester, another Outback or Forester. They got WRX and a unique racing car over there.
That's another Travis Pastrana.
Could be. We're going to check a look and see if it's a Travis Pastrana car. Find out if Mr. Pastrami did actually drive it. So let's check it out. So this is a very unique car. They don't have too many details about it, but it looks rally race inspired. Looks insane. Look at those. All right, so this is to confirm that it's got speed. That's why it says speed on the side of the passenger door. So over here we got the Toyota section. They're doing a competition or information session. We got the 4Runners over here. Don't know what this one is, but let's take a look. I don't know why there's so much confusion about where to walk. Land Cruiser, that's what this one is. So this one's the Land Cruiser, the 4Runner. They look very, very sharp. Very sharp.
That's the TRD too. That's the
It's very nice. What do we got here? Another Land Cruiser. Let's see. Let's see what they got going on here.
Wild audience members with prizes. So when you hear, and the crowd goes wild, I want you to make some noise.
Let's practice. Make sure we got this, all right?
And the crowd goes wild.
Woo! It's definitely the same two people from Philadelphia. I can recognize them both. Over here we got the Type R. Probably a 2025. Probably a very limited run or limited production.
For white. 350. Like LSD. I know.
If you can. Somebody's trying to shift the gears. Trying to seem like he's important. 2228 City Highway. Not bad, not bad.
Push it up.
The spoiler is sick. Hood's got heat extractor.
Not much. Overheated tractor.
Looks like a concept car. Couldn't tell you exactly. Genesis X Gran Equator. What's the size? 315. Holy smokes. 4524. Damn. Well, that is a concept car, it looks like. Ready. Oh, man. Woohoo! Oh, my goodness. Woo!
Plug-in hybrid Wrangler.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Little sideways here.
Whoa. That's a very sharp angle.
A little over 30 degrees there. Nice.
What?
And stable.
Wow.
You guys ready for the hill?
Yep.
It's going to be 28 feet up, 43 degrees of an angle.
Oh, my God. Straight up. Oh, my God. What? This is insane.
It is gonna be scary.
It's like almost straight down. Whoa. Oh, my God.
Stop if we needed to.
That was so short.
I know.
I wanna go again.
Unfortunately, we only can do it once.
But that was so fun.
Well, that was awesome. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, guys.
All right, guys, here is the Ford Bronco off-road section, as labeled on this banner. There's a slight incline down ahead. Shows you how the car can angle off of 0, and then further down there's a hill. It goes up and then down it. Shows you how to line up the front of the car with the tire tread. It's pretty cool stuff, so I'm gonna have the clip right now.
To a Bronco, they're actually going to send you to a Bronco off-roadeo driving school where you're going to learn how to do all this stuff, and it's free for new Bronco owners, which is pretty awesome. You get to go experience the Bronco in its natural habitat. Texas, Nevada, Tennessee. Got one in Moab, Utah.
We're gonna do the hill now.
All right, we're going to come around the corner. We got Bronco Mountain coming up next. Now, one of the neat features that the Bronco has is the Go Mode selection knob. It's kind of like the crown jewel of Bronco, really, because it really allows maybe the novice driver or somebody who hasn't got a lot of experience in off-roading to really do a lot of amazing things. We have normal mode, eco mode, slippery for that slippery conditions, mud and ruts for playing in the wet stuff. Now we got sand for the beach and Baja mode for going fast in the rocks, and we got rock crawl for going slow over steel big mountains like the one we got here in front of us. Everything happens automatically. I don't have to touch or do anything else except let the Bronco shift, pump it and drive, does it all. It has that predictive tire placement right there so you can see what's going on out front. We also got the day bar disconnected, and we're going to go ahead and use that rear locker to get up and over Bronco Mountain. Now we're going to line up perfectly using those tire treads that the computer puts out for us, but we're also going to drop a camera right down on top of those tires so we know we are going to get right in the center of the trail. I'll let the Bronco do all the work. Let us crawl up here. We don't have to hot rod up the mountain because we got sticky tires.
Oh my God.
Just like that, all the way to the top. We'll pause right here for just a second. You can look around. We can see a reflection over there. See how tall we are.
Oh.
Yeah, see what's over the hood? We got a camera so we know what's happening out front. Nobody's out front, so we're going to go ahead and put the camera right back down onto the tires. We're going to drop down off here with all that horsepower, torque, and suspension, guys. We got to be able to stop it. 17-inch disc brakes all the way around.
That was kind of scary.
Yeah. Now this Bronco's got 11.5 inches of ground clearance, which makes those 20-inch rocks still look a little bit big, but we got 20 inches of travel, so we should be able to articulate over them without too much trouble. Rear locker's engaged, front locker's engaged, and you can see here up on the hero switch panel how easy it is to get those and just change things around as we need to. Bronco can do it all by itself, or you can do some things manually. Twist it up here both left and right. Now once we get up on this third rock to the end, we're going to pivot here. We're going to be bouncing off the front and driver's side rear tires off the ground. We're going to set it right down on the ground by hitting that hydroelectric stay bar release. That sets us right back down on the ground, which is a ton of fun. Nobody else can do that but Bronco on uneven terrain like we just did. Rock sliders doing their job, catching those rocks on the bottom. That's what they're supposed to do. All right, guys, we're going to stop here for just a second while I come out of that rock crawl mode and go right back into normal mode. Again, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to know what buttons to push. I just got to know that we're going back to normal driving. As easy as this is, check it out. Gets rid of that front locker. Stay bar disconnect and rear locker, gets rid of the camera, brings up the map, and there we are, back on the west side. Questions about the Bronco?
It's impressive.
Blew your mind, made you speechless.
It is actually very impressive.
All right.
Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
All right, and here we are at the Dodge Ram section, also the Jeep section. So got a couple of the Rams, you got a turbo diesel Cummins. Looks to be the 1500 up there. A couple of the other models right here looks to be the TRX. So, which looks like it's on the hood. Yep. So TRX is here. Looks like you got the power plant back there, which we'll take a look at. And we'll take a look at the rest of our section right now. When they open up the door, the footstep area, the step down bar comes out. So, and then just like that, it'll retract, but it does come down and then it goes right back. Yep, there it is. See, comes down, goes up. It's a very loud sound system. This is the tailgate. And then it comes down nice and slow. Like that. Comes down nice and slow. But can go up fast. So it's pretty cool. Backup camera is here. Very nice truck. A couple of different plugs for towing capabilities. Very nice. There's your trailer hitch piece. Go ahead. You're good. But this is the 2500. This is also a Cummins. So it's very nice. It's heavy duty. So we're going to go check out now the power plant and not the model. Here we go. Here's the Ram 1500 Ramcharger chassis. So this will give you a bit of information. We're going to freeze that. Shows you the plug-in charger section right there. Shows you the motor. The V6 looks like. Then you got your lithium batteries, your power plant, the rest of the drivetrain, all the way to the muffler, which is right here. So a lot of information here at this section. So we saw on this plaque has the numbers of all the different things. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More of 2, more of 3, 5, and 6. So that's what you got here, showing you the power plant of the chassis. Very interesting, very cool. Haven't seen this yet, but this is definitely a first for me. And we're going to check out the other truck lineups in just a second. Here we got the Halcyon concept car from Chrysler. Very nice. Very futuristic. If you look on the interior, driver's seat, barely any display, any information could be on the steering wheel. Rear seat, it's like a bubble. Let's get a side view of it. So there's like no information that you get to see. You got information on the tablet inside. Here's the rear. But that's all the information you'll get on the car. So this is the Halcyon concept car. This is the electric Wagoneer that was at the EV section down on the very first floor of the auto show. So this is definitely the car that we saw. Hood is open, so it probably won't show us much. Anyway, this was the electric car that we did see downstairs at the EV section. So it's a very sleek car, very, very sleek. Price was on the window sticker, $74,500. So it's not exactly cheap, but that's what it is for an EV car. So, but that's the Wagoneer S electric EV from Jeep. So one cool thing is that when you pull the tab to move the seat forward, it goes back to your seat configuration. So we're going to pull the tab to push the seat forward. Automatically goes forward electrically. And then when you push the seat back, it goes and it gets itself set to what your configuration was. That is pretty cool, I won't lie. So that is very, very interesting. So there's your charging port right there. Really nice trunk space. The whole glass backs up. It goes all the way up. That's very interesting and very cool. So it's very cool. I'm glad that it does go all the way to the back glass and it lifts up. Gives you that true tailgate kind of feel. But it's very cool. Let's see how it closes. It closes just like that. And there's your button to open. And there you have it. So pretty cool. Not my cup of tea, but pretty cool. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me from the auto show in New York. Got the Jeep behind me on the Jeep off-road course. So that will do it for today's video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Stay tuned for our next video. Thanks for watching.